Oh, you're working really late, you know? It's already past 10 p.m., dude. Wow. I bet Wright's not gonna have enough sleep for whatever's gonna be happening that said night. Alright. I think it's time he told me the truth. Relax. Don't you know ignorance is bliss? But if you really want to know, let's talk. Alright. Oh, whoops. I have so much evidence. Jesus. Matt's secret. Now, let's hear this secret of yours, what yours is. What if Mr. Horadia had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about one, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay one any attention this whole time that night. I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you played close attention to Mr. Horadia, especially on that night. Most likely because of the said spy camera. So, let's throw that there. Someone used a camera to secretly film Mr. Horadia's room the night of the murder. Secretly film? What? And then set the images of the camera took with this transmitter. Wow, but dude, there was this camera, but dude, where was this camera you're talking about hidden? What do you mean it was hidden? You need to shut the fuck up before I stab you. The spy cam was hidden in the bear's eye. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. Huh. I guess Juan had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. Huh. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Horadia was... him. Mr. On Guard, do you know this bear's from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Ah, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a good friend? What else did the bear tell you? He says that the one who put the camera in the eye was you, Mr. On Guard. If I didn't know how to work in a court, I think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? Here's proof that it was you that put the bear inside, put the camera inside the bear. And I believe it should be the credit card receipt. I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. On Guard. It's from when you bought the stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from this is that I spent $3,800. I get that at the department store all the time. I go to that department store all the time, okay? This $3,800, this could be the toothbrush I bought that one time. A $3,800,000 toothbrush? Oh, $3,800 toothbrush? You know, I never really caught on to the whole way. That's why I say the whole number. I guess the full way instead of saying 3,800. 3,800,000? Yeah. That's a big number. Yeah. It's ivory. It's got elephant hair for Brussels. Ew. Elephant hair. Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing? Yes. You're my lawyer, right, dude? So, if you're, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like a stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what's your secret is, of course, will be strictly confidential. So, what are you going to do now? I'm gonna find out what I want to know, because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Horaidia's room and filmed it in secret is... Is it... They said it was spying on her, so do we have a magazine thing? Is this it? Is this it? I think? Alright, I think this is it. I think. Please, 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 please. Adrian Andrews. There's a rumor going around that Miss Andrews and Mr. Horaidia were having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Horaidia, you're going to reveal this as fact and turn it into a scandal, isn't that right? Dude, you can be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer, dude. That kind of scandal, that's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy. The good stuff. Juicy. You know, actually, you know what I'm thinking about? You know, what Wright is saying, but obviously, maybe Matt was the one who had the dude, had Juan killed. Now, when you think about it, obviously Adrian was drawn to him. So, maybe Matt got jealous, you know, and being the entitled brat that he is, the one girl that would never swoon over him is swooning over this other guy, which is his rival, which infuriated him and which he wanted him dead, right? That's what I'm guessing? Maybe? Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'd be the end, dude. Too bad. That wasn't your intentions. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy Mr. Horaidia because of Miss Andrews. There's only one reason I could think of for you to do such a thing. The real reason you set up the camera in Mr. Horaidia's room was because, I have absolutely no idea. It's the real reason he would, do it. I don't think I have anything, really. Because he set up the murder, right? So, this? What is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly the Killer, and I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly the Killer? That's ridiculous! Why would I know some shitty scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? Press, damn it, I could've pressed the button. This is it. I'm finally starting to get the truth. I can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Mr. Matt on Guard, I know why you know Mr. the Killer. It's because you're a hero of justice, yes. You're a star. No, you're his client, you dick. Since you're the one who set up the camera, that means you knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how would you know something like that? Is it because you're his client, that's why? You hire Shelly the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Horaidia. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is... you, Matt on Guard. Here I was trying to be a good boy for you, dude. I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought anyway. Mr. On Guard, you really did hire? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna go consult myself, okay? Insult myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. Duh. How'd you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt on guard. Where'd you get that bottle of, cognac right there? I mean, that glass. Matt's secret, so this dude's a fucking two-faced bastard. Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You really... So you were Shelly the Killer's client. You don't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, do you?
What do you mean?
And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick to crime on me, I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Wong is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer?
You're lying. What a terrible...
It was past your bedtime, little girl. Go on, and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things.
But why? Why'd you hide a video camera in?
A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like the pathetic Adrian. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret? But I'm not a weakling. I won't believe anyone, least of all an assassin. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding a sinful deed over their heads. And as a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess?
And that's why...
Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. What's that? I can keep him at bay. I even blacked him if I want. That's right. That video's in my is my assurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright?
Why would you do something so wrong?
Because I'm a grown man. And I can. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl. Interesting.
Why would you kill Mr. Correria?
Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? It's all because of that press conference, isn't it?
If Mr. Correria had been able to give it, then Mr. On Guard's secret would have...
Well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know? I have no interest in doing it really, but bit by bit, it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought.
And that's how Mr. Correria ended up dead.
Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. The assassin too. Oh no, how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone, all working their butts off for me. Matt on guard. Aw, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How can you been so deceived by it? How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you killed Juan Correria, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was the killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a catnap in my room. You killed Mr. Correria. I dare you to say that in a court tomorrow. Nah. Aw. But too bad. You can't. You're a lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Oh, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely cannot do.
Mystic Maya.
You wouldn't want to test the killer. He's a man of his words. Or so I heard. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel. So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone lives a happy win-win resolution. I get you for this. That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Maya, what am I supposed to do? The starting line of this case. Edgeworth. I didn't care for the horrid atmosphere. Let's return to the precinct. March 22nd, Police Station Criminal Affairs Department. Need to start a new recording real quick. Alright. Well, Wright. What are you going to do if you plan on changing your defense?
No. We can't do that.
That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. And only you can decide to prevent forest fires. 1 year ago at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. That is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I could stand in court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, right? It's your turn. My turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer. You must find it in your own. Alright, man on guard. I'm a lawyer, but to fight for someone who is clearly a killer? Man on guard? That man is really... It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? But what exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you, of all people, should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your own clients up until now? Well, that may be true, but that's because I believed my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get men on guard and acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. Oh, whoops. Did not mean to do that. Alright, Matt's situation. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right. Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only humans, you know. You and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say?
That's...
You're a defense lawyer. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. Why fight? Alright, we're trying to build up Wright's self-esteem. People like you and Franziska von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict for a man I clearly know to be guilty. And Ziska, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is to protect her win record, that's all. And isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You're so petty. I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. Thanks to you, you sealed off my record to that perfect win record. I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as perfect records were meaningless. I don't believe you. Are you saying that that's why you left the prosecutor's office? But then why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you'll have to find out on your own. I have faith you'll see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you'll be powerless to change the ending of this story. Uh-oh.
Mr. Nick, the transceiver.
I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Well then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please. Why are you holding Maya hostage for Matt on guard's sake? Why are you doing this for a cold-blooded killer? Right. Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client. Don't toy with me. A man who hires an assassin is just as much as a killer himself. I believe you are asking me for a reason as to why I'm doing what I am. Yeah. That is what I like to call my aftercare. What the heck is aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care of ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and it's all part of an assassin's duty. An assassin's duty? You were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do and enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney. And to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end. What is your name? I believe I told you once before, however. You did? But my name is the Killer. Shelly the Killer. You're Shelly the Killer? Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As the Killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain... Excuse me. Maya! Would be my duty as an assassin to see that she receives a nice, long nap. Now then, if you'll excuse me. If someone were to trace this signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. I don't know what to say. Edgeworth. Did you hear that? At the end of the transmission. Oh, it sounded like a cat.
A cat?
It can't be. That cat. Can it?
What is it?
I think I know where Shelly the Killer is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all police units head to On Guard's mansion immediately. Alright. You hurry over there as well then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Let's get this fuck. Let's get him. Let's lay him down. Stick his head in the dirt. Take off his clothes. and play with his genitals. Yeah, that'll show him. Ugh. Living room. March 22nd, on Guard's mansion, living room. Maya!
Please answer us, Mystic Maya.
We have the area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it, the butler. All this time he was the killer. He and On Guard were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Hello there, Mr. Bear.
Oh, it's a figuring of a bear. But there's a lot of cuts in it for some reason.
Figuring added to court record. A bear, isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Heredia? Why would something like this be here? Right? Look down. There's a little pet door instead there.
I'm sure that's for Shu.
Do you think this came through the little door? This door is locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking down doors by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. There's no one in here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is On Guard's private lounge. Look at this, Wright. An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals and a VCR. Check inside the deck. And if there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment the crime was committed recorded on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found.
Oh.
But there's no mistake, someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. These were Maya's. Oh no, did he leave me something? He searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. The little girl is looking to you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. You've already set up a checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Was he part of like a secret fucking task force? What is going on? Maya. Does she draw something? This looks like a picture of Miss Impax. With love, Celeste.
Miss Impax, you mean?
Yeah, Mr. Corrida's former manager.
Why would a picture of Miss Impax be here in Mr. On Guard's mansion?
And why does it say with love? This might be a clue. Great. What's wrong, Pearls?
Please let me see that picture frame.
Huh? What's so special about the frame?
On the back. There's something written on the back of the frame. Maya. It's Mystic Maya. She left us a message.
What?
I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You better get On Guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime back and not guilty, it'll never forgive you. Ever! I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gotta, watch out for the helpless lunk. That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. That's a no! Mystic Maya!
Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Nothing. We searched the house and this is the last room. Looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth. Yes. As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short on one last thing. What is that? Miss Andrews' Psyche-Lock. If I could just find out what the secret she's holding, then I think I stand a chance of in court tomorrow. To blow this case wide open to expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open the last lock. I totally forgot about her. So much stuff is happening right now. It's very good. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews. I've come to remove your Psyche-Lock. Psyche-Lock? I want to know, and you will tell me, your secret. Fine. Go ahead. Try to break me if you can. I'll split you open. Like a virgin on prom night. Yeah! Prom night jokes are my favorite. They're not classy, but hey. Why frame him? Because I like the picture. Can you please tell me why you framed Matt and Mr. On Guard for the murder? I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Matt On Guard. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So are you saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on another person. There is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. And that would be the photo. Right? Or her. Oh god. Let's just click the person just to be safe. Doesn't... Oh god. Excuse me. Celeste. There's only one catalyst that can cause such strong feelings and even revenge. And that is Miss Impact's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. What does this all have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him yet. For you to hate Matt On Guard, would it mean that he must have had some relations to Miss Impacts and her suicide? Can you explain to me the relations between Celeste and Max? Actually, no, I've thought of this a little bit way back when. But I didn't say anything because I didn't want to say I'm dumb. But right now it kind of sounds like they're hinting to that. But you know how Juan called off their marriage? He most likely probably called it off because she had a affair with Matt, you know. I don't know. That was kind of my thinking process behind it. Because why would you call off a wedding? What happened? But, you know, we'll probably get this down. And since they made us notice that Matt is a ladies' man, and all females are a game, but whatever. This is a photo of Miss Impacts, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. What? With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impact's handwriting, isn't it? Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a rhetorical question. Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. On Guard's mansion. After all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Well, you didn't guard it so well. Damn, you look buff. What the fuck? Why frame him? Celeste was supposed to get married to Juan. Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out. Because Mr. Cordina didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? Yeah. Because of Matt. Because of Mr. On Guard? What do you mean? I think I can see where this is going.
Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at that time. I was working part-time back then. I often saw the two of them together. So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame on that picture. That's where a couple were. They were a couple, weren't they? It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used, toyed with, until she was thrown away. That's horrible. Matt's entire image was built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself.
Revenge.
I'm sure even you can guess what why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste.
I see. So, that's what happened.
But then why did Mr. Corredia have to call off the wedding? I don't understand it at all. It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most. We're missing Pax. That wasn't the end of it. That day, I almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note. But why would he do that? It's simple. Juan realized the note was a powerful weapon against Matt, and it would be especially damaging to his refreshing, like a spring breeze image. In that case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge.
Revenge? There's that word again.
Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course.
Ah, okay.
And that was
at the press conference after the stage show.
I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. The night when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murder was Matt. Those two were always spying one another after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before I even went to public. I was gonna burn it, and I even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find a suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So, when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man?
I'm a lawyer.
I see. What a foul profession.
Thank you very much for your time, and for talking with me.
It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway.
I can't sleep either. Not with my situation or what I know now. Oh, boo. Oh, boo. Well, I'm going to be splitting up this video. I'm going to do the course in this one session, BT dubs, but I hope you guys enjoyed everything that was unlocked there. That was definitely really, really good. This is really done very well, but I guess you could say it's very... You know, when it comes to the matter of relationships, it's always but relationships build the world. So, yeah. But until next time, or next video, I guess you could say, stay frosty, people.